certificates, you gotta see baby pictures, you gotta ask their parents, and maybe their parents not even truthful about their child's gender, man. And that's the reason why this case is going on, and ain't nobody getting no answers. Everybody confused. They protecting the people that committed the murder. When has that ever happened in the history of the media, where they protect a terrorist, man? But the reason why they gotta protect people is because if people call it what it is and see it for what it really is and what it really was, it's gonna be bringing a lot of stuff into question. A lot of y'all strong women's out there might not even be strong women's.
Oh my goodness.
And no disrespect to the beautiful Shanquella or her mother, her father, or nobody in her family. But my only question for y'all is, was all of them some men's or no, man? Was there even one female on the trip? Y'all gonna have to let me know. Cause they calling this stuff a femicide. I ain't never heard this word a day in my life. Shanquella Robinson's death is being investigated as a femicide, a crime that only 16 countries recognize despite gender-based violence being a global issue. So what's the big deal? It was a female fighting another female. One of them was a film, or both of them was a film. Who was the film? Because if the person that did the crime was a film, do that make it a femicide? Or when you do something to somebody that's a film, do that make them a femicide? And like I said, I don't mean no disrespect, but y'all gonna keep on pussyfooting. There ain't even no coochie involved in this, man.
Oh my goodness.
People looking for answers. But once they answer this question, that's gonna be the answer that everybody need. Was them some women's involved, or was them all some men's? Because if it was, Black Lives Matter and all that ain't gonna want nothing to do with this. This gonna be a hip hop beef if all of them was some men's. Yo, Reg, open up them phone lines real quick. Cause y'all gotta let me know if I'm tripping. I've been doing a little bit of investigation, doing that girly gossiping and spilling tea. And the conclusion I'm coming to, shit, it's a whole nother community that don't want this news to get out there, man. Y'all gotta listen at this real fast. Reg, run that back.
Shanquella Robinson's family continues to search for answers in the death of their daughter. Some are claiming a suspect has been arrested in the case.
Hold on, y'all, we got a phone call. Yo, we need you to cut that off. Cut it off. Matter of fact, get your life together and don't call back in no more. Let's get back into this show.
The 25-year-old Charlotte woman mysteriously died while on vacation with a group of friends in Mexico. They've issued an arrest warrant for one of the people on the trip, but some articles are saying that person has been arrested. Wake Up Charlotte's Megan Bragg verifying these claims.
Yeah, and this is the article that has been circulating on social media. It claims that there has been an arrest in the Shanquella Robinson case, but we wanted to walk you through the article because there are some red flags here.
When someone reports and shares claims that are not verified, this is how misinformation spreads. First, the headline suggests Daejanae Jackson was arrested.
Now, why they going through all this trouble? And plus, they got homie name wrong. Why is they going through all this trouble to break down what's going on social media? So what if it's fake news out there? They trying to protect this motherfucker right here. That's what this is all about. If you a murderer and you kill somebody, why oh why would anybody try to protect you or keep your name out or put all this fake stuff up there, man? I'm baffled.
Here. When someone reports and shares claims that are not verified, this is how misinformation spreads. First, the headline suggests Daejanae Jackson was arrested in the United States. As of now, Mexican authorities have not publicly even named a suspect. They have issued arrest warrants.
They didn't even try to get that name right because they know that shit fake. How do you even pronounce that? Daejanae. She ain't put no J, she ain't put no H, no nay, no none of that on there. Run that back.
This is how misinformation spreads. First, the headline suggests Daejanae Jackson was arrested in the United States. As of now, Mexican authorities have not publicly even named a suspect. They have issued arrest warrants but haven't said who the warrants are for. Then the article goes on to say Jackson was arrested by Interpol agents. So what is Interpol? According to the U.S. Justice Department, Interpol is an international police organization which provides investigative support and secure communication between law enforcement authorities. However, the Justice Department says Interpol does not have its own law enforcement agency.
Hold on, wait a minute. Well, why the fuck y'all ain't send the police out there? They put that nigga with the Interpol. Oh, you in the pool, all right, of good company, of people that's trying to protect your ass. They all went down to Mexico. And shit went left. Now they got Cabo 6 involved. Everywhere you go, you see Cabo 6. I know y'all wondering, what the fuck is a Cabo 6? That ain't nothing but the Mexican Motel 6, yeah. They wasn't balling like y'all thought they was balling. They was balling on the budget. Went down to Mexico, hit up the Cabo 6 and was acting the ass. And that's the reason why it was so messy. It ain't like it was no 5-star resort. They said it had crocodiles and shit in the back where the swamp was at the Cabo 6, man. They could have at least went to the Loco 8 or something. But either way, her mother, she put that death certificate out there, but I ain't see nothing about no gender. And I promise y'all, I don't mean no disrespect, but if they calling it a femicide, then somebody ain't no man or somebody ain't no woman. They need to quit playing these games. If they just call it what it is, then we can get to the bottom of this, man. But they don't want to send the police out there. They want to put the Interpol on somebody and give them a 50-day head start so they could flee the country. She probably at the motel, the Cabo 6. And they ain't never gonna figure it out, man. Especially if you out here with a wig on. With the Shannon Sharp shit going on. Ain't nobody trying to mess with you like that in Mexico. They letting her eat for free and everything. I'm talking about her nachos. She ain't got to pay for shit. Just go. That's why they let them come back in the first place. Because they ain't want nothing to do with him or her. And got the nerve to have baby heads with a wig on, man. They said the real reason why they not trying to arrest homie, because they talking about getting him in the UFC or some shit like that. And I know this ain't no laughing matter, but why in the world would they call Interpol before they call the police, man?
Then the article goes on to say Jackson was arrested by Interpol agents. So what is Interpol? According to the U.S. Justice Department, Interpol is an international police organization which provides investigative support and secure communication between law enforcement authorities. However, the Justice Department says Interpol does not have its own law enforcement agents. The article also states the arrest was made on November 28th. However, it does not give a time. It doesn't reveal exactly where Jackson was supposed.
Y'all playing games. That ain't no fake news. That's what the media put out. That somebody was getting arrested. The arrest warrant was out and somebody's in custody. Now they trying to blame it on the bloggers. Like people just pulling this stuff out their ass. We can only go based off of what y'all say. But this what I don't understand, y'all. They talking about she lost her life in the daytime and she was butt naked. But they got a video of her at nighttime with her clothes on and they talking about they got a dead body. Hold up, y'all. Listen at this.
We got our first dead body. Buddy. She too full.
Hold on, y'all. She fully dressed right there. So you mean to tell me? And then they had the nerve to put it on the NC beat, raw and uncut, unfiltered. This is disgusting. She had on all her clothes, y'all. So did they put her clothes on her? So she stayed the night? They talking about within 24 hours, so what they got there at night? I could have swore they was fighting in the daytime. Yo, man. And like I said, the reason why they not giving no answers is because this looked like a boys' trip. Like the movie Girls Trip, but except for they was boys. Now, I'm not saying Shanquella was a man, but the people she was around, they being heavily protected, as if they don't want their information out there. Because if their information get out there, this story is going to turn into something else. It ain't even going to be about Shanquella. If the truth come out, it's going to be about who's these men's perpetrating like women's and harming women. That's a conversation they don't want for social media to have. They rather everybody come with their own bullshit, make up their own stuff, or speculate and allegate for 100 years before they get to the bottom of this, man. Either somebody, and I hate to keep showing this, somebody helped her put her clothes on, or that might not even be no Shanquella, man. Hold on, switch that music up, y'all. I'm starting to think, honestly, that all of this is just a hoax, man. I'm starting to think that ain't none of this real. I'm starting to think that they made this up. Hold on. Let me see if I gotta get rid of somebody. I take breaks every now and then just to see if it's a clown in the comment section that I gotta block. Ain't nobody talking about Jay Prince. Somebody get this clown up out of here, man. Redeem yourself and try coming back at a later date, man. And shout out to everybody in the comment section. But like I was saying, I'm starting to think that all of this is a hoax. Because if you look at Shanquella, hold on, stop that, run that video back, man. Y'all got to look at this. And I swear I'm not even trying to be funny. Because this is some serious business. Yo, get that, yeah, run that back. That part right there. This what y'all need to look at. Now, makeup is a hell of a thing, man. People put on that makeup and be looking like 18 different people. Somebody told me, and I don't believe it, and I don't want y'all to believe it, but somebody told me that this person and that person is the same person, man. But hold on, let me show y'all something real quick. Y'all gotta see this, man. Because I swear, people be doing witchery with this makeup. Now, if that's supposed to be that, and that is that, then you can't tell me. Look at that. She look like a new person. She ain't got no bags. She ain't even cockeyed no more, man.
Oh my goodness.
The makeup put her eyes straight. Man, they told her to stop eating all them Star Crunches, but she ain't want to listen, man. But it don't matter. How the fuck she get gray hair after having no grays? People do what they want to do. That's what I'm trying to let y'all know right now. These beautiful, and she is beautiful, but not before. How many chicken nuggets
Oh my goodness.
do it take to get your skin like that, man? She must wash her face with grease, bacon grease. Like, take a bath, baby, take a bath. How do it even get that bad, yo? Oh my God, she was fighting a bear. She fought a bear.
Oh my goodness.
It was a bear. It's like, I'll never go hunting again. I bet you won't. I say all this to say, man. They turned your old withered up grandmother into the queen of Zamunda.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, no, they didn't. No, the fuck they didn't. Well, cut that off, yo. Hold on, pause, nigga. Yo, we gonna take this shit back to Africa. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't. They turned Father Earth to Mother Earth, man. How in the hell? Look at, oh my God. Oh my God. They turned Danny Glover into Sealy, yeah?
Oh my goodness.
I'm saying all this just to let y'all know that with this makeup and this technology and all this stuff going on, we don't know who's who and what's what no more. All this shit could have been computer generated, man. And I know that sounds bizarre, but do my stories sound more bizarre than what they putting out there in the news? My shit sound believable compared to the stuff that they putting out there. Look, Shanquella's mother is a millionaire overnight, and she ain't complaining about it. Her father, big ass getting in and out of caddies every night. He got chicks hitting him in his DMs to talk about Shanquella. Women that would have never even looked in his direction is hollering at her father because they want to mourn and grieve over Shanquella. They said he ain't even wearing no drawers no more when he go to the grocery stores. Man, what's the point when you got all these females trying to get at you because you got something to do with Shanquella? Look at this, man.
Arrested by Interpol agent spreads. First, the headline suggests Daejanae Jackson was arrested in the United States. As of now, Mexican authorities have not publicly even named a suspect. They have issued arrest warrants but haven't said who the warrants are for. Then the article goes on to say Jackson was arrested by Interpol agents. So what is Interpol? According to the U.S. Justice Department, Interpol...
Yeah, we don't know what a femicide is. We don't know what an Interpol is. They got all this random shit that don't nobody know about. Got arrested by Interpol. Where the shit with the femicide? Pull that femicide shit back up so y'all can see how ridiculous this is, man. Hold on, type this in. Femicide. I wonder what pop up when I type in femicide. And it better not be Shanquella, because if it is, they made this shit up specifically for her, man. Look at this, man. All I did was Google femicide. And a whole bunch of stuff about Shanquella pulled up, man. Mexican authorities are investigating Shanquella's death as a femicide. And look who they got holding up her posters, yeah?
Oh my goodness.
Is that a man or not? A woman holds a sign as she takes part in a march against gender-based violence in North Beach in Dubon. Is that really a woman, though? Shanquella Robinson's death is officially being investigated by Mexican authorities as a femicide. Why couldn't they do it as a homicide? A form of gender-based violence that is seen as a hate crime internationally. So what y'all call it when a man get killed? So this whole time, when something terrible happened to a beautiful woman, it's a femicide, and we just now finding out about this shit? Or with situations like this, you can't handle it like a regular case because they all came down to Mexico for the party. And when they got there, shit got loose. And they showed up to the Cabo 6. It's probably a bunch of them dudes go down there to the Cabo 6. Maybe that's the hangout spot where they can be discreet and all that and do their shit. Hold on, let me type this in real fast, y'all. It's only gonna take a second. Bear with me. Cabo 6. Not Cobra 6. What the hell is a Cobra 6? Cabo. Like the Motel 6 of Mexico. Hold on, man. They just want to act stupid about this whole damn case. Mexico Motel, nigga. There we go. The Motel Oasis, Motel Puerto Rico, Motel Silver Grill, or your Hotel Palmaria. $16. What the fuck?
Oh my goodness.
$16? Oh man, it's about to be a party. Yo. Who trying to go to Mexico with me? $12 a night, and they still ain't know how to act. How y'all take y'all dusty ass down to Mexico for a $2 hotel and still acting the ass up in there, man? That's why niggas can't have nothing. The best Cabo hotels in Mexico for $40. get a Cabo motel for $36 a night, man. They talking about they got their stimulus checks and went down to Mexico and balled out. They thought they was doing it big. Talking about she paid for everybody to go. It only cost $200 for everybody to go down there. Shit, she could have bought the whole family reunion for $500. And they would have ate good, man. They done fucked up the man. I would have went if I would have knew I could get a room for $12. Now they ain't even gonna let us go down there because they got the femicide and all that shit. Forget taking the vax. They gonna make you take the femicide shit up the nose before you get off the plane, man. I gotta see some more. I promise we gonna get... Yo, somebody call up here and get your tail out your ass and call up here and quit being scared. Y'all call up for them gender bender YouTubers and all. Why y'all do me like that? I'm gonna have to start wearing a wig and some makeup to get y'all to call up here, man. Don't nobody respect my black ass. Hotel Jungler. Yeah, estrellas. Yo, they got the hoes waiting out front. $83 a night, man. You know that come with some sloppy toppy, man. The Hacienda Coba. Malachite Cafe in Coba Tulum, $44, man. Man, look. I'm starting to think it wasn't even no Shanquella. They could have... Yo, they do shit like this, man. Them hoax be real. And this all alleged. They do pull stuff like this just so they can pass laws or put laws in effect. So with this new femicide shit and seeing how they not arresting nobody, it's a possibility if a man dressed as a woman do something harmful to a real woman, it's loopholes and shit. And because this the thing, they don't want them brothers in these female jails. Y'all seen what happened the last time they tried to put a brother in a female jail. He was getting everybody pregnant. Type this in. Inmate, hope no porno shit pop up. Inmate get females pregnant in jail. See what pop up, man. Yo, they put I hope don't no weirdo shit pop up. They put homie in the jail, and they just knew he wasn't about that life, and he got everybody pregnant. Yo, hello, who this is, man?
What's up? It's Lee.
What's going on, Lee? How you feeling over there?
Chilling, trying to get some rest.
Man, Lee, we having some sad conversations, man. This whole Shanquella situation, I'm starting to think, hold on, we got Miss Boo Boo in the building. What's up, Miss Boo Boo? Thank you so much for joining the channel, my love. I really do appreciate you. And you fine too? Somebody get her Cash App and all that. We gonna give you a donation for joining the channel, ma. Thank you so much. Sister, my question for you is, in all seriousness, I know, I like to joke and be funny, but this is a serious situation. My question for you is, was all of them some men or no?
No. Well, of course, from the obvious, the Fruity Boys. Because, there's a language barrier in Mexico and in us, of course, so certain shit don't translate correctly. They thought this girl was a man because she was wearing a wig. They Mexican. They don't know about no weave. So they're like, oh, it must be a man with some fake hair. So that's why all that shit started.
No, sister. You see what you just did there? Now you trying to bring all black women into this occasion. All black women don't wear wigs. All black women don't wear no weaves and all that. People know a man and a woman. Why you trying to undermine these people's intelligence like they can't tell what a man and a female is?
It might be true, but that was their reasoning.
That's the problem. Y'all sisters want to dance and make entertainment out of this because y'all like y'all homeboys to put on them pumps and them mini skirts and all that. Oh, he just one of the girls until he go upside your head. Then you're going to be looking crazy.
And listen, even they was trying to figure out why they was even beating her up in the first place. And they were saying that, because she had on a bonnet, that maybe it was like a prank or something. And they called it the bonnet fucking internet draws. like they don't be knowing like certain shit like that we do as black people. So they were like, oh, it was a prank and he woke up mad.
You know what? That's the problem. Y'all keep undermining my Mexican people and wondering why everything getting snatched up from under y'all asses. Can't find nowhere to live. Can't find nowhere to work because y'all think people slow and all that. But the truth is, they're very, very intelligent. They bilingual. They speak multiple languages. How many languages do you speak, my sister?
Like, fool.
Yo, speak another language so we can clear that up and not say that you capping right now.
Wait.
Hold on, we listening?
What you just say?
You say you know 4 different languages. Speak one of them besides English.
Okay, ¿cómo estás?
She said, ¿Cómo está? Yeah.
Anyway, was a conversation had, and the Mexican man that's investigating it, this is exactly what he said verbatim. So, I mean, I'm taking his word for it. He's the one that brought it to everyone's attention.
Look, man, it's his job to stir up the bullshit. If he's given a platform to begin with, you know it's his job to cause confusion to save his homeland from going through some shit. Because the truth is, they don't care about they black ass, especially when they was at a cheap-ass Cabo 6.
I guess, hey.
I don't know for sure, sister. I'm just going off my allegations and speculations. So, do you feel like all of them was some females there? Or do you feel like it's a possibility that none of them was no females?
They all was funny looking, man.
Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Excuse me?
They all were funny looking. I don't know.
What made them so funny looking and all that?
Like the light skinned girl, she looked like she was cockeyed. I think only one of them, the other dark skinned girl, she looked kind of regular, kind of normal. Like she might be able to just be a female. The other ones were questionable now.
So you do agree that it was some funny business going on. And what females get together with some zesty homeboys to go anywhere? I could see if it was, you know, a couple of people, but a whole group of zesties with some females and some questionable females, and they talking about getting butt naked and hopping in the hot tub?
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't do it.
Yo, would you hop in the hot tub butt booty naked with your zesty homeboys and a couple of your homegirls?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and a lot of people say the same thing. And that's why I gotta ask this question, because I feel like the only reason why they not trying to give all of the information to the public, because if they do, this would create a whole nother conversation about what's really going on with people living these alternative lifestyles.
Yeah, probably.
Real talk, sister. We appreciate your phone call. Make sure you call back whenever you feel like it. Real talk, man. We appreciate you for your phone call. She all sleepy and shit. Go lay down. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
Hey, it's Anthony from Florida.
What's going on, Anthony? We talking about this Shanquella situation, man. They not trying to give the public no inside information about what's going on. They trying to keep all this a secret. Then they going back and confirming that the blogs is not telling the truth. Do you think everybody involved in this situation was some men's or no?
Nah, I don't think there are men.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta think there's some aggressive ass women out there. So,
Facts.
and I've seen plenty of females, especially like women like my grandma, they'll wolf a woman down like a man. So I don't think you'll throw a man in that situation.
How do that make you feel about your grandmoms, knowing that she got the Goliath strength to beat another female down like a man?
She has to growing up back then. If you think about it, that was back in the 1940s.
And what make
You
you
had
think
to be
that,
strong.
But what make you think they had to be strong like that?
Well, they were put up against each other. I can't get into the whole entire racist white people on your channel. I don't want to do that. But you were put up against each other, and then women was made to feel like they were stronger than men even back then.
Yo, I ain't never seen no big black woman beat down no white man and no white woman. But this ain't got nothing to do with race, bro. Don't you ain't even got to go there, because that's something I ain't never seen in my motherfucking life. Are you
from the South?
A big black woman beating on some white peoples?
Are you from the South?
Bro, I'm in the South. I got family. What that South got to do with anything, bro? We talking about the
It has
1940s.
to do with everything.
Oh my God.
I'm doing everything.
You know what? You know your grandmother better than I know your grandmother, so I can't really speak on her like that. But what I can speak on is the fact that they're protecting everybody involved, and that's something that's unheard of, especially if a woman beat another woman to death, but what if that woman wasn't even a woman? That creates a whole nother dynamic. Do you agree?
Well, aren't they down there? Isn't that the place where, or maybe I'm thinking of Brazil, but don't they consider the transgender women?
That's why they calling it a femicide. In my personal opinion, allegedly, I don't know for sure, but I would assume that's the reason why they calling it a femicide.
Truthfully, I think it's all misdirection. I really do think those doctors end up killing her, and they're just trying to take attention off of it by doing this misdirection. I think that's all it really is.
Bruh, they
Because you got to think about it. If you have people going to the hospital, getting hurt and dying, that's going to take away from their tourist dollars. And let's be real here, Mexico is poor, so they need every single dollar they can get. So why not try to blame the black people like they do with everything else?
Look, Mexico got money. I don't know what y'all talk about. You ain't heard how they getting the money down there? They getting money in Mexico.
I'm talking about legit money.
Hey, either way, they getting legit money too, man. I don't think it got nothing to do with that. I think it got everything to do with the fact that these individuals was living an alternative lifestyle. And they don't want that amplified all over social media, because once they do that, it's going to be a lot of sensitive people in their feelings, and shit, it might fuck a race war. It's going to be a gender war.
Oh my goodness.
Now, actually, I do agree with that, especially when that guy, he was sort of getting high and telling his side of the story. He seemed to have filming it to me on top of that anyway. So who knows what they're all doing down there.
Yeah, man. He showed up to play. He got there too late. Things went left. And if you watch the video, the way that they was swinging, the way that she was fighting was ferocious like a man.
Yeah, she looks like a girl that was raised by brothers.
You know what? You gonna justify these strong ass women until you hit the grave, bruh. What is it with you and these strong women, man? Is them the type of women you attracted to, bruh?
Nah, here's my thing is though, right? Women want equal rights, right? They want to be treated equally. So of course they're gonna have to learn how to throw hands equally. So they can't be fighting like a quote unquote girl. They gotta learn how to fight like a man. So that's just another masculine woman trying to fight like a man.
So we just some animals out here. People gotta learn how to fight fist to cuff. Like, this Glorilla shit is going too far, bro. I understand what you're saying, but it shouldn't even have to be that deep. But unfortunately, it is that deep for a lot of people, man. It's very sad. And we appreciate your phone call. Don't be no stranger. Make sure you call back whenever you feel like it. Real talk, man. His grandmother don't beat his ass. Now he emasculated, man. That's why y'all women can't be beating on y'all kids like that. These boys grow up afraid of women and shit. Listen at this shot.
Stories with Nancy Grace. Do you have...
Before I even play this, now you know this is a hoax. Allegedly. If Nancy Grace is involved now. Look at the look on her face. She like, this is how I get paid. The house is paid for. The car is paid for. Crime stories. If she's on the job, I'm trying to let y'all know. It's a possibility all of this is a hoax. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
Hey, man. Say, man. Look here, man. It's your girl coming to you live.
We don't do goofies, but thank you so much for your phone call, sister. Y'all gotta act like y'all got some damn sense when y'all call up here. I don't come here to play with y'all. Where is the respect? Treat me like a grown-ass human being. Call up here on your ape shit. Think again, sister. You played yourself. And it's a horrible look. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
Hello, my name is Daejanae.
Hey, what's going on, beautiful? How you feeling over there?
All is well. It's a beautiful day. I have no complaints.
No doubt, man. And you sound lovely as well. You just brighten up my day, especially after that last call. You got some good sense and all that. My question for everybody is, was all of them some men or no? Because the way they treating us with the femicide and all this stuff, we don't know what their genders are at this point. What do you believe about this situation?
Well, I think, first let me say, because their behaviors seem to be gender role reversal, I think they appear to be something that they're not. Like, take for instance, their behavior wasn't representative of what we consider to be feminine or what we consider to be ladylike. So the women were acting like dudes, and the young men were quite feminine. And that's just in their behavior. So it's questionable what their intentions were when they went down there. Like, are they into some weird stuff? And the reason we're talking about it now is because this young lady is dead. So if that hadn't happened, they would have continued whatever behavior it is that they're accustomed to doing under the radar. You brought up a very good point. If we were to really talk about what happened, then we would have to question the agenda and how it's kind of like reached a ground roots level where we have young people behaving in kind of unsavory ways that aren't healthy. And so you're right. I think what they're doing is covering some things up so that we don't talk about this agenda that's been politicized. It's backed by policy, it's backed by money, and it's forced on the public. So you're right. I really, really do think that there's a cover-up because they don't want this conversation being had.
That is so true, my
and
sister.
It's destructive.
It is destructive because people are starting to let their guards down, especially when it comes to their kids. Like, it's the safest thing you could possibly be. And there's nothing wrong with living alternative lifestyles. There's nothing wrong with exploring your sexuality. I feel like this whole vacation was a sexual event that took a left turn. And in order to seriously investigate it, you have to bring everything sexual. I'm talking about their sexuality, their preferences, the reason why they were there. You got to bring all that to question. And if they start doing stuff like that, it's going to be damn near illegal for people to live these type of lifestyles.
Exactly. And when you incentivize corruption, where do you stop it? You know what I mean? You can't set boundaries and say, well, it's okay to marginalize a certain group of people as long as you stop it here, as long as there's not murder involved. You understand what I'm saying? How do you kind of move the bar and decide what's acceptable and what's not acceptable when it comes to, an alternative lifestyle, which leads to corruption. So I think at the end of the day, I think we need to use some common sense and consider the fact that if everybody adopted an alternative lifestyle, what does that mean for humanity? We all got here because we had a mother and a father. Whether they're together or not, it took a woman and a man to get every one of us here.
Shit, not all the time. I seen some weird shit in my day, man. But I will say this. Even if it's a murder involved, they could have swept this under the rug and just went on about it. But since it went viral from social media, it's hard to keep a lid on top of this shit. So it's like they're working overtime to keep the lid on it and using their parents and other. It's a big payday for a lot of people just to cause confusion instead of people talking about what's really going on here. What's up with these genders?
This is crazy. It's insane. 10 years ago, there's no way you could have really convinced me that we would be here. But the reality is, I think we're seeing some definitive lines being etched out, and you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose who you serve. You're going to have to choose what's right at the end of the day, or you go along to get along, and we can see where that gets you.
I feel like everybody should just be held accountable, regardless of what you do. Like, it don't matter what your sexuality, what you identify with. That's your God-given right. And if that's what makes you happy, man, you shouldn't let nobody stop your happiness. But if you get into some shit and you do something crazy, you need to be held accountable just like everybody else. But in situations like this, they got a new term called femicide. So how is this going to go over in court? Do they get a slap on the wrist? They already not putting their information out there. People don't know if they got arrested. People don't know where they at. I'm like, well, what the hell is going on? They treating them like they above the law.
Well, and it begs to question why. I think that the decision will be made based on what's beneficial to those who have the control to make the decision in the first place. So if it benefits them to throw everybody in jail, as an example, they'll do that. If it doesn't benefit them, then they'll choose something else. So it's kind of like a bait and switch type of thing. And it's almost like trauma bonding. When you, you abuse a victim, or you mentally just run them through the ringer, and then you debase them, and then you program a person the way you see fit. Mm-hmm. However it benefits you is what you, and I think that's what's being done to the public. If you debase the public and then you program them to think how you want them to think, whether it's controlled opposition or not, then you can always get the desired result. And I think that's what's happening.
That's so true, man. And another thing that's confusing, her parents both last name Robinson, but she got these sisters, Tequila Long, and another one, something, Aquila Long, Tequila Long, Quilla Long, and Shanquella Robinson. This sounds like a fucking hoax. How everybody got Quilla in their name and they got different fathers, but her parents is married, but they on the news talking to everybody like Shanquella wasn't even their cousin. And her sister talking about, she grieving over what her friends and everybody talking about the story. Just putting more gasoline on the fire for no reason whatsoever besides to make some money, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's causing a lot of confusion. Like I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, man.
Like I don't know their family dynamics, but yeah, that's causing more confusion. I just really, at the end of the day, like you said, I think the key word is accountability. Mm-hmm. And at one point, it seemed to me like Black folks were the kings and queens of common sense. But I don't know. Lately, there seems to be this stupor or this cognitive dysfunction, and I don't think that's natural to. Yes, I don't think it's natural to Black folks, because we seem to be the ones at one point who had common.
You know what it is, sister?
I don't know.
I hear what you're saying. Social media brings the animal out of people, because when you're not connecting with nature whatsoever, people don't go for walks like that. People don't really get no fresh air. People, look, I know people that's afraid of common animals like foxes, and they see a squirrel, they running for the fucking hills. People don't have no humanity anymore because everybody wrapped up into this damn phone. That's why people can't use the logic and the common sense, because they willing to believe whatever is putting out there, and that's the whole power structure of corruption.
Absolutely.
No doubt. You know, I love you to death. Your conversation is everything. I've been looking for you. It seemed like you my soulmate and all that, but we gonna keep it professional. I don't be trying to holler at every female I come across that have beautiful, intelligent conversation, but I swear, I've been looking for you. I need you to, matter of fact, this is what we gonna do. I'm gonna save your number twice. That way, if you call and I don't answer, I could call you back from the other phone number, which is the first phone number. So we gonna be guaranteed to talk, baby. I got nothing but love for you, and you probably a feminist. So just know that I ain't even trying to get at you like that. So you like men's?
Of course.
Look, I thought
I don't believe in.
I thought you was Stacey Abrams part 2 and all that. And shout out to Stacey Abrams. I got so much love for you, ma. And don't be no stranger. Make sure you call back whenever you feel like it. Real talk, man. So much love for her. Oh my gosh, she was amazing. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
Hi, I have a question. No, first let me say two statements, two things. You know, we talk about the agenda of Daejanae. I just want to say, Daejanae do have a 3-month-old baby girl, so we know she's a woman.
Says who?
It's on CNN.
They put her baby on CNN, but they couldn't put her address. No, they don't. Hold on. They can't arrest this woman. We don't know if she in cuffs. We don't know if she in Mexico. People don't know where she at. But you mean to tell me that we know that she got a baby?
She does have a baby girl.
And how old is the baby?
The baby's 3 months old.
3-month-old baby, and she got on a plane to go to Mexico and left her baby?
Yes. Yep, they have to fight to kill someone. Absolutely.
Go on, sister. What a clown. Speak your mind.
What a clown. I will say that I do agree that Shanquella's mom, children, they do have different fathers. It doesn't appear that the parents are together. You notice that the mom says she's in touch with that lady Tammy that's an activist, but then the dad go on the news and say, well, Tammy hasn't contacted me. Well, that's because they're not together as husband and wife anymore. They've been divorced years ago. So we get that part, right? The bottom line is they tortured this baby that weighed 100 pounds at 5'1". That other girl, she does
Hold on, wait a minute, sister. I hear what you're saying. But you're also saying that her parents is not together, but they joined forces to come to the news and do interviews and stuff, but they couldn't come to agreements to stay together, but they can get together to get a bag off of Shanquella?
But wait a minute, can I ask you this? Why would you say they getting a bag off Shanquella when they didn't know their baby girl was going to die?
Sister, when you have a GoFundMe,
together,
when you have a GoFundMe and your goal is $100,000, that's kind of ridiculous. Then you jack it up to 200,000, 300,000. They probably on 400,000 right now. It's all about money.
I think it's 429 right now, and they just pulled it. They just pulled it, but you got to remember, it's not cheap. Okay, let's start from here. I'm a flight attendant, right, for international, and it's not cheap to fly from North Carolina to Cabo. They have to fly their attorneys out there, give them a place to stay. They don't have that kind of money. They were eating
Sister,
on Shanquella.
Did you just say that her parents had to fly her attorneys out to Cabo?
Yes, they have to fly her attorneys out to Cabo, give them a place. It's not free. It's not free. They're not doing it for free.
Where they find their attorneys at? Labor Ready?
No, don't make me laugh. It's not funny. No, I'm sure in North Carolina, I'm sure. But you would think Al Sharpton would show up. You would think all those other people, activists, would show up. Nobody showed up thus far. However, there's a lot of celebrities that have donated to them, to the family, which is the right thing to do.
The goal is 400,000. They at 396. So as soon as they get that 400, they gonna jack that shit up to 450. They've been doing this all month.
I'm sure they should pull it down at this point. I'm sure they should, but I guess they're trying to get every dime they can to help the
That's what I
family.
said, and you got offended when I said they trying to get squeeze every juice of milk out this titty, and they daughter dead.
Correct. Well, people want to know, how do I know that information? If you go to her mom's interview, it's on the interview, and she talks about the interview. She speaks, I want to say, to ABC, CBS, and I think CNN, and her mom. She was asked these questions. So that's how I know. Someone's asking, how do you know that? Well, just do your homework. You know, some people come on here without doing their homework.
Oh, you trying to talk about me, but you believe everything that you hear on the internet like that's facts. Like her mother and her father, everything is legit.
Listen, I'm not talking about you. I love you. That's why I'm on your channel.
I love you too, girl. And you know what? That's why I'm glad you're here, because we love each other. You know, I've been through that part. You ain't got to explain that part. I knew that already.
Okay. But one more thing. Remember when they left Cabo? The night before they left Cabo, you do know they stayed one more night before leaving on, I believe Sunday it was, because she died on Saturday. So they didn't stay at that particular villa, but they left Shanquella there before she was removed, right?
Hold on. So they left and went somewhere else and left her there?
They went to... I forget this guy name on. Is it lead attorney or something? I really don't care.
You're just going based off of everything you hear on the internet, sister. These are not facts.
I know this. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you, but here's my point. Where I was going with that. It's not free to change your ticket in 24 hours to leave Cabo. Somebody has to pay for that. I believe, this is just a thought right here on this part. I believe they use Shanquella's money to change their ticket. It's not free. You and I, we were on a vacation. You catch a cold. We need to leave the next day. If we don't have insurance on the ticket, we have to pay for that. So who paid for all their tickets to be changed from Cabo to go back to North Carolina? Nobody's talking about that.
You know what, sister? Wait a minute. Your theory is starting to make sense, because since they was in Mexico, the only way they could get access to Shanquella's account is if they had tequila call down there with her Latin accent and give them access to Shanquella's credit cards. And that's the only way they was able to get to another hotel. And they left Shanquella there in the little hammock or whatever for the police to show up, right?
Correct. But here's the question. The only person that would know that is that guy that was close to her. Would you agree with me, Khalid?
Oh, yeah.
Wasn't he close to Shanquella?
Yes, he was.
So wouldn't he know just about her PIN number? Well, I'm not going to say that. Well, he had her phone.
Yeah.
So apparently he knew how to get at her phone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we're all in this together. Everybody on your chat, myself and you, we're kind of getting this case together.
Yeah.
And figuring facts out. It has nothing to do with us.
No
yeah,
doubt.
That's all.
Yeah, and since you like listening to everything on YouTube, I recommend this show. You're going to love it to death. You're going to get all the Shanquella information you could think of. I'm talking about they bust it down every week. Do you have cable?
I do have cable. It's not
Okay.
that I'm listening to every channel.
No, I need you to find this show because, look, you will be a fan for life. It's called Scooby-Doo. It's on the Cartoon Network, and I'm pretty sure you're going to get a whole bunch of information to spread to people
I can't
about
tell
this.
you right now.
No doubt,
Why would
sister.
you do that to
Get
me?
over there. Like, you need to check it out because they got a new episode coming out, and they got a black girl on there. I don't know if it's Shanquella or whatever, but I know you're going to eat that up. And don't be no stranger, Mom. Make sure you call back whenever you feel like it. Real talk. Thank you so much for your phone call, beautiful. She got all her facts from the internet. But it is what it is, man. That's the only place where we can get information from because it ain't like they want us to figure stuff out. Because if they did, they would speak more about these genders instead of calling it feminine, making up all this new shit that nobody ever heard about before. Listen at this.
Because there are some red flags here.
When someone reports and shares claims that are not verified, this is how misinformation spreads. First, the headline suggests Daejanae Jackson was arrested in the United States. As of now, Mexican authorities have not publicly even named a suspect. They have issued arrest warrants, but haven't said who the warrants are for. Then the article goes on to say,
How do you even do that? How in the hell? You're gonna make an arrest warrant and don't even have a name on it. An arrest warrant for who? Jane Doe or John Doe? They printed up in a warrant without a goddamn name on it. They gonna protect this motherfucker. He's somewhere, he probably somewhere eating a big old steak, putting them jaw muscles to work, man. They made an arrest warrant and forgot to put homie name on it.
Jackson was arrested by Interpol agents. So what is Interpol? According to the U.S. Justice Department, Interpol is an international police organization which provides investigative support and secure communication between law enforcement authorities. However, the Justice Department says Interpol does not have its own law enforcement agents. The article also states the arrest was made on November 28th. However, it does not give a time. It doesn't reveal exactly where Jackson was supposedly arrested or where she was booked. In the United States, when someone is arrested, they are usually booked into a detention facility, and that information is generally public and available for reporters to refer to in their stories.
Oh, that's public, but they names and shit is not. Come on, man. Look at this, man. Verified fact-checking viral claims of Shanquella Robinson. Why y'all feel the need to do that? Who cares what they... If y'all gonna do this video, I know a whole bunch of YouTubers y'all need to be fact-checking. But they picked a single blog that don't nobody even read. Look at... Y'all gotta see the blog that they picked, man. The one they targeted to put together this whole production.
Then the article goes on.
Look at this blog. It's a Mexican blog at that. Yay.com. I ought to go over there just to see what the hell they got, man. Y'all need to hear this real fast before I get out of here. This is Nancy Grace speaking on the situation.
A little girl, because I do. I've got a little girl and a little boy. Not so little anymore. And I gotta tell you, the time, the energy, the love, the worry, the money, the everything you pour in.
Y'all hear the intro to her mixtape? She got them on the strings and everything. This is a full-fledged production. Shit is... It's a hoax, man. When she come out the woodworks with them strings and them trumpets and shit like it's Judgment Day. That's what lets you know that the money is pouring in. She ain't coming out for no $25. And she don't do no cash apps. When Nancy Grace hit the scene, the shit show is just getting started, man. Hold on, let me type this in real quick. Nancy Grace. Y'all gotta know who y'all dealing with, man. This woman is like the Alex Jones for feminism. She put the pieces together and connected dots. Murder She Spoke. Yo, if she came out with an album, it's gonna have production by every hot producer. Young Metro on the track. Hold on, yeah. Hold up, wait a minute. Is this supposed to be sexy? Am I wrong for this? Damn. Oh, Blaze, what you doing? Oh man, yo, turn that off, yo. God damn. Nancy got it going on like that. She was on Dancing with the Stars. Yo, I know we ain't come here to talk about that, but what's going on, mama? She might be the next Rachel Dolezal and all that, man. Anyway, let me get this woman off my screen. I just put her up there to let y'all know that she ain't playing no games when it comes to stuff like this, man. Well, damn. Man, I need to quit eating them bean pies. Got me looking at them beautiful Caucasian queens, man. But anyway, let's get back to what she was talking about anyway. Listen at this, y'all.
Into them to help them advance just one more step in life. I just want you to imagine this. I can hardly even say this with my daughter in my mind. You get your beautiful, wonderful girl through high school. She's fabulous. You get her to college. She's on the verge of graduating. So proud. She goes on a little girls' getaway, girls' weekend. Then you get a call that she's dead. Just let that
pause right there. That brings me back to my point. She talking about it was a girls' getaway. No, it wasn't. It was mad dudes there that went with them, and the girls there is questionable. So don't do that, Nancy. Talking about it was a girls' trip. No, it was not. Look, that trip was many of things, but a girls' trip is something that it was not, man. Because if it was a girls' trip, it wouldn't have been no dude on the phone or recording it talking about how come you ain't gonna fight back. Hold on, man.
So, just want you to imagine this. I can hardly even say this with my daughter in my mind. You get your beautiful, wonderful girl through high school. She's fabulous. You get her to college. She's on the verge of graduating. So proud. She goes on a little girls' getaway, girls' weekend. Then you get a call that she's dead. Just let that soak in just for a moment. You get a call, your baby is dead. Because that is what happened to Miss Robinson, Miss Almondra Robinson. Her beautiful girl.
What about her father? Y'all see how they try to turn this into some womanhood stuff. And look, I get it. I understand, you know. She got fathers, she got uncles. What about the men in her life? So we don't matter. And what about the man that allegedly did this, man? Y'all don't want to call that a man? Y'all just want to leave the men out of it. Because if you bring the men into it, then you're going to have to question some shit about why those men was even there. Y'all can call it a girls' trip. And that way you can exclude the fact that it was some men's up in there. That's the game that they playing. They trying to leave her father out of it, Leave them dudes, her homeboys, leave all that out of it. But that's not even the case, man. Hold up.
World in front of her. On the verge of graduating Winston-Salem State in business. Goes away for a girl's getaway. And now she's dead. Not at the hands of some masked intruder. Not a drive-by shooting. On a girl's getaway with her friends. How can she be dead in the hotel room?
Because them wasn't no girls that was with her. Not a mass gunman, not no drive-by, nothing like that. How can you lose your life on a girl's trip with your homegirls? Maybe her homegirls wasn't her homegirls. Maybe them wasn't no girls. Do y'all get what I'm trying to say, man? Do y'all see where I'm coming from with this? They gonna keep on. They don't want to talk about the truth. They don't want to speak on what really happened, man. They don't want to do that. Let me show y'all something real quick, man. Look at this, man. Mom of Shanquella Robinson, who died in Mexico, said she didn't believe. Okay, this is some. Hold on, wait a minute. Is them some? Them some girls. Hold on, yeah. Who is that? Is that? Who is that? Hold on, yeah. Why is her jaw so strong? She looked like a pretty Latin man.
Oh my goodness.
I think I went to school with that. Is that Javier?
Yeah,
Reg, that is not Javi.
it look like his ass.
Is that Javier? And this one looked just like Shaquan. Hold on, yeah. That motherfucker got a mustache bigger than the whispers.
Oh my goodness.
And cockeyed. Look, only a man's lips got that much pressure on it. Usually women's lips are soft and supple. His shits look like he about to pound some bricks with them lips. Type of... Look at her friends. Keep them squares out your circles. Oh, Marcus Houston looking ass nigga right there. And whenever you see a man biting his bottom lip and ain't nothing sexy, he got herpes, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Trying to cover up the mumps. Homie right here look like he don't get no coochie, just straight booty. From the bed, from the bed. Girl, from the bed. Ain't never did a mission or missionary in his life. Why they put Glorilla up there with the men's, man? Hold on, y'all.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, since we talking about gender and all that, we gonna get back to Glorilla. And what about Christian Rock? That's a strong motherfucker too. Ain't no female gonna get no tattoo on their neck. What you talking about? You ain't never met no female with a tattoo on her neck, in the middle of her neck. Trying to cover up that Adam's apple, man. They look like they from Florida. They might not even be with a hairstyle like that, and no disrespect to her mother. They might not even be from the Carolinas, man. This woman from Jackson, Mississippi or something. And if she was in college, where her college friends at? Why her professors ain't come out and say nothing? Where the people she was in school, where her customers? They said she had a couple of stores and stuff. Why her customers ain't complaining? Is they gonna relocate? Is they gonna open up the braiding shop? All her friends was weird. Hold on, 4 Americans found dead in Mexico Airbnb on the same day. Hold on, we ain't hear about this shit. Wait a minute, hold on, what? 4 Americans found dead in Mexico Airbnb on the same damn day. And they all black? Y'all better be careful. Y'all don't know what they putting in them tacos. A Charlotte woman and 3 other American people were found dead in different Airbnb vacation. I ain't going. No, I ain't going. Put your ass in the chalupa. Man. 50-cent tacos. Look, if my taco don't cost $5 or more, I ain't eating it, bruh. Jordan Marshall, 28, Candace Florence, 28, Cortez Hall, and Shanquella Robinson. Why they ain't talk about the other ones? Were all found dead in Mexico on October 30th. All 4 people are from the United States and were on vacation. Rest in peace to Cortez Hall, Candace Florence, and Shanquella. Jordan Marshall, Candace Florence, Cortez Hall, the same day? Candace was in Mexico celebrating her 29th birthday celebration. Her birthday would have been on November 10th. She wanted to go to Mex for her birthday, man. Jordan, Candace, and Cortez were found dead in a Mexico City Airbnb residence. Shanquella was found dead in a Cabo 6. Shanquella was on vacation with a separate group. So this all happened the same night. Man, y'all stay y'all black ass. Look, if you want to go to Mexico, go to Texas, bruh. They gonna treat you real good in Houston. Go to San Antonio. You want to have the Mexican experience, man. Stay your ass on this side of the border. Jordan, Candace, and Cortez were all on vacation together when they suddenly began feeling ill. Hold on, is that the move? To get somebody knocked? If you ever have a family member or a friend telling you to let's go to Mexico, do not go with they ass. Cause this starting to look like this the destination to rid a nigga. You got an insurance policy or something on your ass, let's go to Mexico. Get your ass down there where don't nobody give a fuck.
Oh my goodness.
The phone line, hold on. They were feeling ill and felt like something wasn't right. Candace was on the phone with her boyfriend when she told him that she was not feeling well and that something was not right. Hold on, she had a boyfriend, but what the hell she was doing with them? That's that freaky shit. And I ain't saying there was nothing freaky going on with them, but that's that freaky shit again. What you doing on vacation with them and ain't none of y'all got the same last name, but then you called your boyfriend when you weren't feeling well? And rest in peace to her. Candace was on the phone with her boyfriend when she told him that she was not feeling well and that something was not right. The phone line then immediately disconnected. And Candace's boyfriend tried calling back and could not get a hold of her. The boyfriend even tried calling Cortez and Jordan to no avail. The boyfriend finally contacted the Airbnb. Oh my God. Hold on. Y'all ever seen that movie? Was it 13 cameras or some shit? Hold on. Movie 13 cameras. Where that motherfucker was in there watching them. He was in there. He was beating off when they was in the shower, watching the videos. He had his Airbnb all set up for people to come. And when they tried to leave, take your pants off. Take your pants off. I want to see your cookies. And he was a big retarded motherfucker. He had that retarded strength. And he was muscled up. A big muscle-bound freak. The movie villain nobody asked for. Nobody even wanted to see his ass. 14 cameras. You go to the Airbnb, you get real comfortable. Next thing you know, you feeling dizzy. You wake up, he with the shotgun. Take off your panties. I wanna see your testicles. I wanna squeeze your cookies. Yo, I ain't going nowhere if it ain't home. Man, yo, he had more than 14 cameras up in there too. He had a camera in the toilet.
Oh my goodness.
He wanted to see that first fart, and whatever come out after that, that's gonna be his greatest joy. Oh, put him. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. A damn freak with an Airbnb in Mexico, man. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
What's up, Blaze, man? You blazing right now, man. This Silk, man. What's good with you?
Man, we talking about this situation. People hopping up in these Airbnbs like everything's sweet. Look, if they probably ain't washed them sheets, ain't no telling what they was doing in there before you got there. You go home with crabs or worse, you know what I'm saying? But my question for you is, was all of them in this situation, and we need you to cut that off in the background. What is going on?
Is it echoing bad? Hold on, because I ain't saying nothing.
Oh, my God.
Can you hear me?
Yo, we hear you clear now, bro. Do you feel like all of them was some men's or no? Because it's a weird situation. The news not trying to give out no information. It's a possibility that they calling it a femicide because there was some funny stuff going on. How you feel about this, bro?
Man, I definitely think that one of them could have definitely been a man in a woman disguise, and you just showed that the other people died too on the same night. So
yeah,
just how man, the information you brought, and I like the last lady caller that brung up the little what she heard on you, what you say on YouTube. I'm sure she watching Scooby Doo right now, but we ain't even gonna talk about that right now. But
no doubt,
either which way though, some good information, and I think that when it go down to it, just from the Offset situation, I'm gonna actually say this because I wanted to call in last night, and with the not Offset takeoff, I'm actually from around Texas, bro, and I knew the person who they saying did it. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't talking about that, but we do appreciate your phone call. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you call back whenever you feel like it, man. And thank him so much for his phone call, man. We do appreciate you and all that. Whoever this is, we need you to cut that off in the background. Off! Fucker. Wasting my goddamn... Turn all that shit off. The hell going on in here? Anyways, like I was saying, man, y'all be going to them Airbnbs and it's a nigga in there with some duct tape waiting for you to get comfortable, man. Look at this, y'all. The boyfriend finally contacted the Airbnb host in Mexico and told them to do a welfare check. They probably sent his ass some food stamps.
Oh my goodness.
You ask for a welfare check, they send your ass $500 in food stamps. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
I'm Gail from Massachusetts.
Damn, you drinking early today, Gail. What's really going on?
Hell yeah, I already had my dose for the day.
I can tell. You over there saucy as a motherfucker. Anyway, sister, my question for you is, do you feel like all of them was some men's in this situation? Because it's kind of sketchy how the news is going on about this and not giving no information or none of that. Do you think them was some men's?
Yeah, they all look like men. They all built like men, especially with the Shanquella. And the mother, she looked like she's from Africa.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, they built like men. They look like men. These are transgenders.
Hold on. What make her mother look like she from Africa though?
Yeah, with that damn wig on.
Oh my
She looks like she's from Africa. This is a play. It's all about money, and people are falling for this joke here. I mean, you can look at it and see it's fake.
Yeah,
It's fake.
It's entertaining as hell. People is eating their popcorn. If it was a real life situation and somebody really lost their life, people would be too sensitive to really be posting all of this bullshit back to back with no answers, just a bunch of fluff.
Right. And Shanquella, with her hair going down her chest, you can tell she's a man. She doesn't have any breast creases.
Hold on, wait a minute. You said what now?
Huh?
You said what now?
Now, she is a man because the way her hair falls over a so-called breast, she doesn't have the breast crease in the middle of her chest. Shanquella is a man.
I know plenty sisters with the itty bitty titty committee, but that don't make them no men's.
Nah, look at her shoulders. She has shoulders like a man. She definitely has shoulders like a man. This is fake. Especially with the mother. The mother like a monkey with a wig on.
Oh, sis, you not about to be disrespecting black women as a black woman like that. You can't be doing stuff like that.
No, I'm just calling the way people see it, especially the way I see it. This is not right. It looks like African. Over in Africa, they have people doing a lot of plays on Americans, and this definitely looks like a play from Africa.
Hold up. The cause of death revealed for a woman who vanished after a Bumble date. Oh, I talked about that before, and they swept that under the rug, and they were saying that was, I ain't even gonna say what they said it was, but people saying that was probably, man, we just don't know no more. If that's why y'all brothers out there, y'all need to be checking birth certificates and seeing baby pictures and all that shit, because when the news make it so sketchy like this and have this type of shit out there and they not giving us no answers, that's what make people think that them was some men's.
Yeah. Yeah, and the way everything is where you can go get your body changed, a man can go get breasts and booties with no problem.
Yo,
and that's scary for a man. That's scary for a man.
Yo, on the real, the type of busters, them dudes they was hanging around with, them softies, wouldn't no real woman in her right mind want to even be around no sucker like that. What's gonna happen if something happened and somebody jump on y'all and not one of them dudes gonna try to fight nobody? Why would y'all even want to go somewhere with some soft ass dudes like that unless...
Yeah, they was some suckers, especially the girls, the women. I mean, you're not gonna let one of your friends get beat down by the other. You're gonna try to stop that.
Exactly.
That shit is phony. That shit's phony. We would have all been fighting.
But what if allegedly everybody involved was some men's?
Yeah, no, allegedly. They look like it, allegedly. They definitely look like men, especially when they were fighting. The bodies on those so-called people. I'm going to say people. I'm not going to even give them a female or male title. I'm going to just say people. The bodies on them, the way they was flinging that Shanquella around and stomping her, that was some man shit.
Sister, I cannot argue you down. I can't go against nothing you saying, because now the news seen the video when homie came in from outside with them shoulders looking real apish on some Glorilla shit with the bonnet on, and they said when the Mexican police got there, they was like, damn, these some men's.
I know. Of course, one of the callers said that Mexicans wasn't used to seeing black women with wigs or weave. I mean, I can't go with that theory.
Yeah, because they got hoochie daddies in their own country, and they got them girly, them lady boys down there. They know what a lady man look like and all that.
Yeah, they do. So that was messed up what she said, but that's what it all stems back to. It was all phony. It was a play with a lot of people involved, and a lot of people are going to get paid.
A lot of people gonna get paid. Yo, how you feel about these other 4 Americans that died on the same day and they not getting nearly the same coverage as this Shanquella girl is getting?
I think it's weird how now all of a sudden it's coming up. Why didn't it come up the same time as Shanquella?
But the thing is, this is clearly a female, and these are clearly 2 men that she was with. Now, why they was there, I don't know. Was they pimping her? I don't know why they went down there, and her boyfriend in America, and she went down there with these 2 dudes. What the fuck was they doing down there? It seemed like people of color go to Mexico to do some weird shit.
Yeah, Mexico is a scary place. There's a lot of people always missing. Maybe it was some sex trafficking. Maybe it was some sex trafficking going on with them dragging her and she started fighting or wouldn't go. It could be anything,
Could be anything, man. Could be anything. And people getting these PPP loans and they want to do it big and go outside the country and do all this shit. Do you think that's what's getting people in trouble, getting these loans, and people don't know how to act when they finally get some money?
I hope not, because you know what? they still gotta pay that loan debt.
Shit, not no more if they ain't never come back from Mexico. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy. And not trying to be funny, but you know what? You laughing at stuff that ain't funny. You been disrespectful and drunk this whole conversation. Thank you so much for your phone call, sister. She flat out evil. Can't be entertaining. I'm trying to think of a name for her easy. Oh. I can't even think straight. Not Lucifer. I'm gonna think of something. I can't even think of it right. I never talked to nobody that evil a day in my life. Laughing at people's death, laughing at murder. That's not cool. And best believe that ain't what I came here to do. Look, man. The phone line. This sounds like something out of a horror movie. She was on the phone with her boyfriend. When she told him that she wasn't feeling well and that something was not right, the phone line then immediately disconnected. Candace's boyfriend tried calling back and could not get a hold of her. The boyfriend even tried calling Cortez and Jordan to no avail. The boyfriend finally contacted the Airbnb host in Mexico and told them to do a welfare check, and they sent him $500 worth of food stamps, man. Mexican police arrived at the Airbnb location and found 3 people dead. The cause of death is still being investigated. The U.S. Embassy officially informed the families of the death days after the family already knew. The families already... How the fuck they already know when they was dead? What the fuck? What type of insurance policies is people taking out on people, man? It ain't no coincidence, man. What in the world is going on in Black America? I know the struggle is real and people got to pay these bills. The rent going up, the food going up. People don't know what they gonna do. And if you call yourself a thot and you want to be a stripper in a hoe and your auntie give you a plane ticket for Mexico to shake that ass, you might not be coming back. Yo, all this whole shit is getting people killed. Look, man. It ain't gonna be no hot girl summer. It's gonna be a graveyard summer if y'all keep on with this, man. It was cute for a minute, the booty shorts and everybody with their tongue out wiggling their butt. Y'all making it too easy for sex traffickers or whatnot. Look at this, man. I can't even believe this, man. Yo, hello. Who this is, man?
Hi, my name is Nikita. I'm gonna mute the TV real quick.
No doubt. I appreciate that, sister. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I thank you for what you're doing. You bringing attention to this.
No doubt.
I thought that was strange too that they didn't mention the 3 out of Mexico too, because when I started looking it up, they actually went to celebrate the Mexican holiday, the Day of the Dead, if I'm not mistaken. And it was also to another Airbnb situation. But they were in a high-rise building. I believe I forgot how many floors it was, but they were in a high-rise building. And supposedly, they said that there was a gas leak, and then they said that they died from carbon monoxide. So both of us know that you can smell gas, but you can't smell carbon monoxide, right?
And why would the phone disconnect when she got on the phone with her boyfriend? Was they listening?
I don't know, but then didn't he supposedly called her back video, and then he saw her actually throwing up. So it was weird. But wouldn't everybody on that floor die from carbon monoxide poisoning?
Right, instead of just them.
Just them in that one apartment in that whole high-rise complex? That makes no sense.
On the day of the dead.
Yes, because I know, for instance, I had a gas leak one time in my apartment. And when I got home, I smelled that gas immediately as soon as I opened the door. So I opened all the windows, I turned off the stove, and then I called the proper authorities. But I couldn't smell, so if I could smell the gas at the door, right, literally entering my apartment, this is the matter of like me being out of my apartment, let's say 2 hours. They were in that house after she supposedly came back from celebrating the Day of the Dead or whatever. and she wasn't feeling well, she said out her own mouth that she felt drugged, right? She could have been drugged out on the road when they were drinking, celebrating in the parade. But she came home and she didn't smell nothing. She didn't say to her boyfriend in that conversation she smells anything off. And if it was really carbon monoxide, you can't even smell carbon monoxide. So everybody should have been passed out dead on that same floor that they were in.
But that's the problem. She could have went to the Caribbean festival. You want to travel, you could have went to Africa, celebrated one of their holidays. I want to go celebrate the...
Well, the Caribbean, their carnival already passed. I think the last carnival was it starts over. So Trinidad will be in February or March, the carnival. So she's late for the Caribbean carnival.
People need to stay in a lane. You know what I'm saying? You going out there, that's cool. You want to celebrate Cinco de Mayo and all that. But man, look, it might not work out.
That was me.
It may not work out well for you. You know what I'm saying? Especially
No, you're absolutely right. You have to go where your people are actually appreciated. That's a fact.
It's a fact, man. And not to say, look, if you know how to act and you go somewhere and you about your peace and all that, ain't no telling why people be going over there, man. That's the thing. I'm pretty sure if you want to up and up and you just going to enjoy Mexico, Mexico will enjoy you as well, man. But it's looking like people be having some strange agendas for going there in the first place.
I think it's because they know about the corruption that's out there and they use the corruption to their advantage to do whatever they want. And I'm not saying per se everybody that travels. It's known some places you can go in this world that you can get away with stuff. Now, I wanted to go back to what you were bringing up to the attention of these transformers, right? And I personally felt from when I first saw this story come out in regards to with Shanquella, right? Daejanae looked like a straight up dude. I ain't gonna hold you. She might look like her father in the face. I'm not trying to be rude or nothing, but what made me look at it was her leg, the thigh, right? When she was in her 90s or whatever with the bonnet on her head, right? It's something about the leg. Like, I know some females, they get their body done or whatever, right? And even if they do that stupid BBL stuff, right? Sometimes the way how the thigh looks, it has to be in proportion with the buttocks, right? So most men have like long thighs, but they're not like more. A woman's thigh is thicker than a man's thigh, depending on if the man is like a bodybuilder or whatever, his thighs will naturally be thick because he has more muscle mass. But naturally, women have thicker thighs because they have thicker muscles in their leg naturally, right? So when you look at Daejanae in the video when she's coming through the sliding doors, from that side angle, her shoulders are looking like she has like she wearing an 80s blazer with the shoulder pads.
Right.
And her legs look like, honestly, like a male's legs. Because I have brothers, right? And I call those chicken legs. I call those chicken legs. Now with Shanquella, she looks more feminine to me. And the reason why I say that is because of the way how her breasts fall. As a woman, women's breasts, if they didn't get their body done, if they didn't get their breasts, after a while, they boobs tend to drop. I'm not even going to hold you.
She was only 25 years old, though.
Yeah, some people be dropping fast. I'm sorry.
But she was healthy. It ain't like she was stretch marked up with rolls all around her booty.
I know, but some people just have long titties. I'm sorry. It's the truth. But you would see more of a woman having a longer titty, right, than a male who's transforming and getting plastic surgery because their breasts will be up.
Yo, when this man squatted down to punch Shanquella, them balls was swinging left and right.
That was a dude. I'm not even gonna hold you. That to me, she looked like a dude. And if I'm wrong, I apologize. But she really got her father's features. I don't know what else to say, and I'm not trying to be rude because I look like my pops. But when you see me, I'm a thick brown skinned woman. You feel me? I'm 5'1". Sorry, I'm taking an inch off myself. I'm 5'2". My mother's 5'1".
And you
but
said you
I'm
a
short.
thick one and all that.
Exactly, I'm 130.
You
so
130. You thick with it and all that. But you said you look like a man. That's the part that.
No, I look like my father.
So your
right,
father's,
but I don't have no cleft chin. I don't have no cleft chin.
So your father's not a man?
Yeah, my father's a man, but you know what I mean. You sound like Miss Swan. I looking like a man.
No doubt.
On that TV, remember?
Word up. That's what you letting us know, that you look dead on your father, but you talk about Shanquella was probably a man too. I don't know if that's disrespectful.
I didn't say Shanquella. I said Daejanae. I never said Shanquella. I was saying that I don't believe Shanquella's a man because of the fact of her breast volume, how it falls in her clothes. Like, it's a different look when you have modified breasts as opposed to natural falling breasts.
Look, man, they could do anything nowadays. They can alter that shit to whatever you want.
To drop down? You want it drop down?
Sure, you could drop the top. You could lean it back however you want to do it. They'll make it happen.
And screwing it? I'm done.
Real talk. They will do whatever you want when you go. And I'm not saying I don't believe Shanquella's honestly, I don't. I don't, but at the same time, the situation is so crazy.
They were mixy. Yeah.
I don't know for sure.
They were mixy. That's the truth, though. They were mixy, and I'm not saying that people are not entitled to do what they want to do in their lifestyle, but honestly speaking, me as a woman, heterosexual woman, I personally wouldn't want to travel into another country without knowing that I have like a strong male next to me. I'm sorry.
Thank you, sister. Thank you.
I'm just being honest.
That's the only way it makes sense, man. But the girl with the other victims that died in Mexico, she had 2 males with her and still wound up not making it back.
They didn't look too strong to me.
Hey, man.
Those 2 males. I'm not even going to be funny. I'm not trying to be funny, but you know what I mean.
Chris Rock and Chris Brown like or whatever. But, you can't be talking about people and they no longer alive. Rest in peace to both of them brothers.
This is why I said rest in peace too. I apologize. I'm not even trying to be too thin.
You know what? You called in and kept it a stack. You gave us your own opinion, and your opinion makes a whole lot of sense, man. And that's why I want to thank you for calling in. And don't be no stranger, you know what I'm saying? And call back whenever you feel like it. Real talk, man. Yo, I appreciate her phone call. Y'all probably ain't agree with everything that she had to say, but it was coming from a good place, man. What you expect somebody to say when you got all this weird stuff going on, man? I don't know how to call it right now. I just don't know, man. Hey, this is the world we living in, man. And people think that this is bogus that we having this conversation, but yo, that's what time it is. We don't be knowing no more. And you think the news gonna put it out there? If that is the case, hell no. They trying to maintain the status quo, and they not trying to offend some powerful people. And I ain't trying to do that neither. But this is a no-brainer. Got the video, and they still talking about we don't know if that's the real video, and they playing all these games, man. If this thing would have never went viral, just like how this never went viral, nobody would even be talking about this, man. Yo, hello, who this is, man?
Hey, this T from Philly.
No doubt, T. How you feeling over there?
I'm feeling good, but I'm so glad that you is having this topic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we all is. How you feel about it?
I just feel like they are trying to sweep it under the rug. Like, they're charging this unnamed person with femicide.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're being charged with femicide, like, that's a woman being killed by a man, plainly.
Mm-hmm.
Plainly. That's the definition. Like, I've researched to try to find other things, and Daejanae is given, that is given a real one. Daejanae is given a real one. And that sister that just called in, I agree with everything she said.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with everything she said. I agree with, Shanquella having that breast volume. Like, you could tell the difference in a woman and a transformer.
Hold on. You saying that you believe that Shanquella was a man as well?
Stop it.
No, I thought that's what you were saying, because I ain't trying to be funny, you know what I'm saying? But they saying the definition of a femicide is a form of gender-based violence that is seen as a hate crime. So was he hating on her? Did he do what he do because he was mad that she was a female and he wasn't? And that's the reason why they calling it a femicide?
I don't know what the I don't know what the issue was out there, but when I researched femicide, it is the woman or a female that's killed by a man. So who and then you know, another thing is they never want, you know, that community got laws and rules and stuff, and you can't be putting out their business on what they are, what they were born. You can't put that out there. So they're not naming who the person is, and I think because it's going to reveal their true gender.
So you saying that people got immunity to where you can offend a whole community if you put out somebody's gender when they get into trouble?
Facts.
So basically, people out here above the law because of what they identify as.
Facts. Big facts. They are above the law in a lot of ways. You can, once they say this is what you gotta call me, the schools is having problems with it out here. These kids is going there saying, you gotta call me Brianna and his name is Brian. What?
Shit.
In the high school. It was on our news.
So you mean to tell me that the teacher can't call a kid by his government name if he make up a nickname? Okay, let's say a heterosexual kid make up a nickname. I want you to call me G Money. The teacher don't have to call him G Money, but if he got a person, he wants you to call him Chantel. You got to do that, or else you might lose your job.
That was the issue out here. You can search that up out here in Philadelphia. And that being on, you know, the news with the kids saying that they want to be called by a certain name. They want to be called what they want to be called. Don't call them by that government name.
Look, this Daejanae, however you did, Daejanae, whatever her name is clearly made up. Hold on, that's what that mean? His real name is DJ and he flipped that shit to Daejanae?
That's what it's feeling like.
Yo, man.
I mean... I feel like whoever photoshopped that picture on the real, I feel like they was trying to like put it out there without putting it out there. They didn't Photoshop the face. They didn't change nothing. All they did was take off the wig and put on a fade. That's all they did. All they did was change the hair and automatically it was a man.
They didn't add no mustache. They didn't do nothing. They just left it plain and simple, but took the weave off of it.
And let me tell you something. People keep saying they're not used to people having wigs. They wear wigs in Mexico.
Thank you, sister. They wear wigs everywhere.
Yes, you know how many transgenders go to Mexico? That woman said that she thought Daejanae was a man because she knew she was looking at a man. You know how many people go out there? That lady ain't retarded. I'm sorry, I don't know if that's a good word to say.
They talking about, they slow over there. They don't know what's going on. They very intelligent.
Americans always think because somebody don't speak English, they dumb.
Right. But they smarter than most of y'all because they speak 2 languages and shit.
She saw that wig kept coming off and she saw that Photoshop picture we saw and said, hold up. Why you take off? It's falling off because you nervous?
And it's a whole bunch of females.
You don't want that woman to see you.
Right, and it's a bunch of females talking about, damn, Daejanae handsome shit. If he ain't had that dress on, he could definitely be my man. It's women licking their lips, looking at his photos and shit. He like a young Morris Chestnut out here beating up on women, and they had to call it a femicide.
You know these women is be going off out here. These women today be going off now. They be going off. I'm telling you, whoever is, why wouldn't they want to say who they're looking for? And they can say they being charged with femicide. They can say they're an American, but you can't say their names. We all know their names and faces and addresses and phone numbers and IGs and Facebook, but we can't know who y'all looking for.
Yo, where is they co-workers? You mean to tell me ain't nobody chasing no clout? No co-workers like, yeah, I used to work with Daejanae and that bitch used to get on. How they getting a bag right now? How is they feeding their families? They talking about she got a baby. Where's she going to get the diapers and shit from? Like, how is she even surviving with her face all on the news? And that's what got me believing that all of this might be a hoax.
It's a style. Let me tell you something. A lot of stuff be psyop. People got to remember, you got crisis actors. People forget about crisis actors are real. Crisis actors are real. And they do a lot of things to to take your mind somewhere else while something else is going on.
It's a whole bunch of stuff going on. People don't know how they gonna survive. People don't know, what they gonna do to feed their families, and they got this shit all in the news.
Is Daejanae a man? That's what we wrapped up in when there's so many other things going on. Just like Kanika Jenkins, if there was a Kanika Jenkins, man, that stuff will have you going down a rabbit hole.
You just
and
never
that's what
know.
They want.
Hold
they
on.
Have us in
They got the chick from Aurora, the Boston Bombers, and Sandy Hook is all the same. She an actress?
It's wild. This stuff.
Oh my God. These people get paid for Crisis just to put on the show for the public?
Word.
Oh my God. Hold on, the chick at the shooting.
Remember her?
Oh shit.
Remember her and all that news coverage she got? And then somebody caught her walking straight.
What?
And they ran down on her, and she was trying to get away from them, and they had to bring it on the news then because that person went viral with it. They didn't even take it to the news. They went straight viral with it. He caught her. He recognized that girl that supposed to have the disease, walking crazy, whatever. People giving her all kind of money.
But you know what's so sad about it? Even if there is some actors and all of this is a hoax, the way the black community received this farce just lets them know that there's big money to be made in the future. If this was a test run, just to see how the blacks will react,
baby,
what they got coming down the pipeline, that Negroes is gonna hop on and entertain until the moon stops shining.
We already had Kay Jenkins. We ain't need this. It's still going on today. When that girl, when that freezer stuff happened.
Hold on, what you say her name was? Something Jenkins. What was it?
I call her Kay Jenkins.
What's her real name?
Kanika.
Tamika Jenkins?
Kay Kanika.
Hold on, spell that for me, sister.
Kanika. I don't know how they be spelling Kaneeka. Kanika.
You spell like Lil Boosie. I ain't never gonna be able to get her name like that. Kanika Jenkins. Let me see what pop up, because I ain't hear nothing about that.
You know who Kanika Jenkins is. You got her picture all in your slide.
Oh, the one that was in the freezer.
You know how many, oh my God, you know how many nightless sleeps I had with that girl walking like a zombie?
Oh my God, I remember that, Joe. And
you see that person right there who looks like, no, we're not doing that no more.
And she was at a hotel or something, or was she in Mexico?
She was at a hotel in Chicago with her friends, allegedly.
Hold on.
And supposed to have walked off and walked out the room because I don't know what she was on or had to drink. I can't even remember the story.
She probably was high as hell. Hold on. So she got high and went into a freezer?
That's what they try to make it seem like. Then they made it seem like people was doing it. Then you got shadows on the wall. Then you got shadows here. It was just a mess. And there was they had this one news clipping. They had this one news clipping that these girls recorded on the news, and they took it down off the news. But these girls had recorded the news, and in that one you could see shadows in the kitchen. And that's when that stuff happened. Yes, and they had took it down off the news, but these girls had recorded it on a TV.
So it was looking like somebody put her in there.
You see them tables, you know how you get reflection in the tables?
Yeah.
The very first video, you could see people legs walking. Like 2-3 different kind of people in there. And you couldn't find it on the internet nowhere. Except for those girls that recorded in TV when it first happened. This stuff was wild. Look at all them videos. Look at that.
Yo, why is it so unsafe for sisters out here?
Man, they had different faces at the funeral. Oh, it was this person, that person, old lady looking people. Oh my God. Then look at this, somebody holding him. You know what?
It was all the production.
That was, I'm telling you.
Hold on. Kanika Jenkins' family went on Dr. Oz and he holding her hand. She got a blind head looking like she done sold all the way out.
And that's eyes out here trying to be our senator. Out here for New Jersey, man, please.
She trying to be the senator?
Sell us that fat medicine.
Hold on, her mother trying to be the senator? The senator? Oh, she came up big off of this. Yo, this is what people do.
Yes, this lady came up big time.
Oh my, she meeting with them big wigs, having conversations about some money. She's sitting up there cashing in on her. So this is what, oh my God, look how she acting for them cameras, y'all. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. She was on everything. She was on so many, oh my God, she was on so many platforms. It's crazy, ridiculous.
So that's how people do. It's like hitting the lottery when your child comes. People be looking for it. Something ever happened to you, baby? I swear I'm going to be on TV, TNZ, MTV, all that shit.
Well, let me throw this one thing out there. Let me just throw this seed out there. Y'all got to remember that you have people out here that agree to be a martyr. You have people out here who do agree.
Like Takeoff?
Damn.
Because he did the Messy video, no problem. He was in there, like he was doing everything his uncle told him.
Didn't they have a statue of him in that video?
They had like a statue sitting on the table, like he was already gone.
Do you remember when Kanye was on Drink Champ and he was like, "Oh, they got a statue of Virgil as if he was a martyr"? Do y'all remember? Do you remember him saying that?
Yo, I remember he said that.
Yo,
man, you just never know what's going on here. All of this is alleged.
I be listening.
Word, man, this shit is crazy. Hold on, did her mother start twerking in front of everybody at the funeral? She already thick as grits, and she got her. You know what? People don't know how to act when their kids die, man. It's a sad world we living in. We appreciate your phone call, Ma. Don't be no stranger. Make sure you call back whenever you feel like it. Real talk, Ma. She got me all over the place. Look how they did her funeral. People clout chasing like a motherfucker at this girl funeral, y'all. Look at this. I'm her cousin. Everybody look at me. This is the new wave, man. I made a video about it. Don't nobody want to see it. It's called the Black Death industry, man. No, the Black Death economy. This is the fastest way to a bag. Let something happen to one of your loved ones, one of your cousins. Everybody gonna eat if it goes viral. If it make it to the news, oh, you in there. Not only will you get fame and notoriety, and rest in peace to Kanika, but people entertain them cameras all day, every day. How is it sincere when you got a camera with microphones all up your nose, man? Don't that take the sincerity out of it, or is that just me? If I lost a loved one, I don't want to talk to no goddamn cameras. Man, get that out my face. She got the bonnet on, like.
Oh my goodness.
Now you know damn well you about to be all over the world. With the she left the bonnet on. You ain't have time to get your hair done. No, hell no, I ain't getting in front of the camera. I ain't even got my hair done. What you talking about? If y'all don't move them cameras, y'all see I got a rag on my motherfucking head. They don't care nothing about none of that. Rest in peace to Shanquella. And I forgot all about this young lady, but it was the same. Yo, for y'all women out there, your homeboys and shit, y'all be hanging with, going to hotels with these niggas. Stop doing that, man. Stop going to hotels and hanging out with your homeboys. I don't give a damn if he do wear a dress. Stop doing that. If it's gonna be a girl's trip, let it be that, a girl's trip. And if y'all want to hook up with some dudes, make sure y'all get their birth certificates and all their information. Take pictures of their license plates and send it back home to your mother. A girl's trip with some dudes. That don't even make no sense, man. Listen at this, y'all.
I mean, her beautiful girl, the world in front of her, on the verge of graduating Winston-Salem State in business, goes away for a girl's getaway. And now she's dead. Not at the hands of some masked intruder, not a drive-by shooting, on a girl's getaway with her friends. How can she be dead in the hotel room? I'm Nancy Grace. This is Crime Stories. Thank you for being with us here at Fox Station and Sirius XM 111 with me, an all-star panel to make sense of what we know right now. But I want you to hear her mother, who is with us right now, as she was speaking.
Her mother is on deck with Nancy Grace. This woman been working. Do she have a regular 9 to 5? Did she quit her job? She had to quit her job. She full-time Shanquella. And y'all saying, that's right, I would do the same thing for my baby. That's because you care more about that money instead of that justice. Because this shit ain't doing nobody no justice. This is entertainment, and she got to know that. Her mother is an entertainer. Like Smokey Robinson back in the day, like Beyonce. She like the Patti LaBelle of crime, man.
Speaking to CBS.
I received a call on Saturday saying that my daughter was sick and that she had alcohol poison. But a doctor had never arrived, so I don't know where they got the alcohol poison from. So at that time, they said a doctor was on the way to examine her, and she wasn't responding as they told me. Said she was resting a little bit, but she wasn't all the way responding as normal. I told them to keep me informed, and I wanted to know why they couldn't take her to the emergency room. They said because they needed $5,000 cash to be seen in the emergency room.
Y'all didn't send that $5,000? In Mexico money, $5,000 in American money is like $50. They called you and told you that your daughter had alcohol poisoning, and you leaned back and waited for them to call you back? You ain't get up on the plane. Y'all got all this donation money and ain't been to Mexico now one goddamn time. The funeral over with. Y'all got more than enough money to go to Mexico and see what's really popping. Hold on, y'all.
And I said, well, she has insurance. And they said they didn't take insurance by being out the country.
I mean, this girl actually worked in the insurance field. Everything that I just heard is a lie. Everything that this mother was told about the death of her baby girl is a lie. Assume nothing. When you go into an investigation, you believe nobody and no thing that you hear. How in the HELL is this girl resting as opposed to being taken down to the emergency room? To HELL with the price. She is dead. She is dead and was never taken to the ER. And I don't buy...
Oh, shit. Nancy is exposing her mother's bullshit. Wow. Her mother's sitting up there entertaining the public with all this farcity that anybody with common sense wouldn't dare believe. Thank God for Nancy Grace. It's sad that it takes for a non-black woman to keep it real when her own mother, entertaining the masses and making bank. Hold on, y'all.
For 1 minute that this girl
cash to be seen in the emergency room. And I said, well, she has insurance. And they said they didn't take insurance by being out the country.
I mean, this girl actually worked in the insurance field. Everything that I just heard is a lie. Everything that this mother was told about the death of her baby girl is a lie. Assume nothing. When you go into an investigation, you believe nobody and no thing that you hear. How in the HELL is this girl resting as opposed to being taken down to the emergency room to HELL with the price? She is dead. She is dead and was never taken to the ER. And I don't buy for 1 minute that this girl, this beautiful young 25-year-old girl, was resting. That's total BS. Now, listen to this.
I told them just keep me informed, and they did call back, but they still saying it was alcohol poison. So, but later on that evening, they called and said that Shanquella had passed. And at that point,
hold on, yeah. Yo, hello. Who this is, man? Yo. This motherfucker called up here with a paper cup phone. Let me block whoever that was, and then we gonna get back to this, man. Because they talking about they don't take insurance. You ain't cough up the money? I guess when she heard $50,000, she just said, the hell with it, call me back, and went back to watching her soap operas, man. And why wouldn't you call down there? Why wouldn't you try to get in touch with Shanquella or her friends and all that? Why are you sitting there waiting for them to call you back? This shit crooked as a roach leg, man. Hold up.
you know, it just took my heart, crumbled up, you know, just knowing my child was gone and I couldn't get there to her, could not do anything. And they said the medics came, 3 medics came, and no one couldn't do anything, couldn't save her.
I'm so mad right now I could chew a nail in half. Joining me, an all-star panel to make sense of the facts as we know them right now, keeping in mind that everything we're learning right now is a lie. I want to go to her mother. I want to go to Shanquella's mother with me, Mrs. Salamandra Robinson. Miss Robinson, I cannot tell you how sorry I am for what you and your family are going through. When I leave the children at school in the morning and I see that phone ring, I'm already in the car on the way because I know something's wrong. And I cannot imagine how you felt when you get a call.
Shit, her ass ain't do shit. She stayed right there at the crib and set up a GoFundMe the same day. Oh shit, better set up this GoFundMe. Something ain't right, baby. She called up all her friends. She down there, she's sick. I got this life insurance policy. My personal opinion, man. Cause they ain't got no video footage of her mother hopping off the plane with the sombrero cocked to the side, man. Her father is not standing in the airport with no maracas or nothing like that. They ain't been to Mexico. And they don't plan on going. All that money. And y'all still ain't take y'all ass over there.
Paul, that something is wrong with your girl and she's resting and she can't come to the phone to talk to you? Oh, hell no. What happened? Just take it from the top, if you don't mind, Miss Robinson.
Well, like I said, they was saying that she was resting and she wasn't really responding. That's why they called the ambulance. And when the ambulance got there, they said the ambulance was working on her. And as I got from reports saying that the ambulance was working on her for 2 to 3 hours, but no one ever decided to take her to the hospital.
Now here.
Hold on, wait a minute. And she believe that? They in there. The ambulance show up. They got the ambulance car outside and everything. They not putting her in the car. But they working on her for 3 hours. 3 hours? Ain't that much CPR and mouth to mouth. Did they take a lunch break? They in there watching Telemundo like, we'll give another 15 minutes. I don't know, do something, Hector, do something. Bend the wire. I don't want no grilled cheese, Leroy. I'm bilingual, it's a difference. You want to see my Aztec warrior, Holmes? Let me stop, man. I know that was offensive. But I love Friday, the next Friday movie, man. But come on. You had Baby Joker and Joker in there trying to do CPR for 3 hours straight, man. That don't even make no damn sense. And her mother sitting back with her feet up, waiting for them to call back. All right, call me back. And then got the nerve to be on Nancy Grace and millions of other platforms. You ain't worked this hard in years. Hold on, y'all.
Sting, and she can't come to the phone to talk to you? Oh, hell no. What happened? Just take it from the top, if you don't mind, Miss Robinson.
Well, like I said, they was saying that she was resting and she wasn't really responding. That's why they called the ambulance. And when the ambulance got there, they said the ambulance was working on her. And as I got from reports saying that the ambulance was working on her for 2 to 3 hours, but no one ever decided to take her to the hospital.
Now, here's another thing. How can you be resting and unresponsive? Like when did they try to get her to talk to you on the phone? Well, start at the beginning. When you get the call, where are you?
When I got the call, I was out eating.
Okay, so you were in North Carolina?
Yes.
So North Carolina time, it was what, 7 o'clock at night?
It would have been about 6 or 7.
Okay, so she is in San Jose del Cabo, Mexico. So that I think would have been 3 hours behind. Like they're on California time, correct?
Yes.
So 4 p.m. their time, 7 p.m. ish your time. You get a call, and who called you?
Celia Cook.
Who's that?
That's supposed to have been her best friend.
Did you say Celia Cook?
No, Kalia Cook.
Oh, the man.
Yes.
And he was a friend of hers. He had gone on family vacations. You knew him, right?
Yes.
Okay, were they romantically involved?
No.
Okay, just a friend. Look, it happens. A lot of people can't believe that happened.
Shit. It seemed like they was all romantically involved. My personal opinion. Everybody getting butt naked in the hot tub, man. They came down there to... I don't know about that one. I could be wrong.
Can happen. I've had a best friend since law school, a best friend man, study partners the whole way through. So it does happen. So Kalia Cook is her friend, and he calls you, correct?
Yes.
And he says what to you?
That Shanquella wasn't feeling good. He thinks she had drunk too much. She had alcohol poison. And I said, what is alcohol poison? Because I didn't even know what alcohol poison was.
Okay.
Oh, her mother dumbfounded. She don't know what alcohol... What is that? Why they even call her? They should have never. They knew who to. They knew if they called him. Damn. Khalil knew her mother ain't had it all allegedly. All I gotta do is call. He probably set the shit up. If you couldn't trust your best friend, the person that's your best friend, could you even trust your parents in all of this? I don't know, man.
Okay, with me, someone that can answer that question very well, Dr. Kendall Crown. As opposed to being taken down to the emergency room, to HELL with the price. Mrs. Salamandra Robinson.
My bad, y'all.
Miss Robinson,
God damn.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am for what you and your family are going. And he calls you, correct?
Yes.
and he says what to you?
That Shanquella wasn't feeling good. He thinks she had drunk too much. She had alcohol poison. And I said, what is alcohol poison? Because I didn't even know what alcohol poison was.
Okay, with me, someone that can answer that question very well, Dr. Kendall Crowns, Chief Medical Examiner, Fort Worth, lecturer at University of Texas and Texas A&M, faculty, University of Texas Medical Branch. Dr. Crowns, what is alcohol poisoning?
Alcohol poisoning is when you get so much alcohol in your system that it actually is fatal to your body. Alcohol can be toxic to your heart and also your liver. So when you have a...
Man, if that's the case, my whole family should be dead. As many alcoholics as we got, ain't nobody never had no alcohol poisoning, man. And by her mother, how she sounded, she know what the hell alcohol poisoning is, man.
Really, really high level of alcohol, it can cause basically poisoning of these organ systems. So it's usually seen in someone who has been binge drinking, and the standard alcohol level is legal limit is about 0.08 in most jurisdictions, and once you get into a 0.3, 0.4 area, most people will have so much alcohol on board that it will kill them. And that is a lot of alcohol.
Okay, so, hold on. I'm trying to reconcile what you're saying with what Miss Robinson was told. Take a listen to our friend Victor Canato.
On October 29th, one of the guests staying at the resort called for help around 2 p.m. Upon arriving, medical professionals were informed that Robinson had drunk a lot of alcohol. A doctor reportedly says she was stable but dehydrated, suggesting she may be treated at a hospital. The guests insisting she remain at the villa. A police report stating Robinson went into cardiac arrest and was declared deceased around 6 p.m.
There you go. That's why she didn't go to the hospital. Did you hear that? The guests, her girlfriends, insisted she stay there at the hotel. That's why she wasn't taken to the hospital. Now, wait a minute. She went into cardiac arrest, according to what we just heard. But none of this is fitting together. Take a listen to our friends at ABC.
But those reports differing from an autopsy obtained by ABC News stating that medical professionals arrived at the villa around 3 p.m. and declared her dead within 15 minutes, citing that Robinson...
Hold on, man. I'm finally realizing that what the fuck is this? Nancy Grace put out a new mixtape, yeah? And her mother is doing the beats, man.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, everybody got a mixtape on Shanquella. Nancy Grace was like, shit, I might as well come out and drop an EP. That's how much money this is making. I can go on and play the whole shit, but I see it for what it is, man. The same way Gucci Mane did that Letter to Take Off and dropped his EP. Hold on, man. Hold on, yeah. She figured this the perfect time to remind y'all. My man dropped the Take Off mixtape on him. Nancy Grace said this shit is just... Nancy Grace said this shit is just too good. I could bust this shit down. It's a conspiracy video. It ain't never gonna get solved. We might as well chop up this pie. Everybody feasting, and her mother is giving the assist. Her mother is like the Tom Brady of this Shanquella news, man. She pass you an alley-oop better than LeBron James, man. Like, everybody gonna score. Hang her jersey up in the Raptors at CNN and ABC and all that shit. Put her jersey up. She the greatest of all times, man. It's other people that did it, but ain't nobody do it like her, man. She ain't providing no facts, no nothing. She just giving the world a phone call she got from Mexico. She bust that shit down like she spitting the 16. Man. Yo, I'm gonna play a little bit more of this, but I just had to let y'all know. how ridiculous all of this is, man. Hold on, play that.
And died from a severe spinal cord injury and a dislocated neck.
For this to happen to her is just terrible, you know. I just couldn't believe it. It's like I'm still asleep, like a nightmare.
The reports from the friend girls are completely different from the autopsy. Did you hear that? To you, Mrs. Robinson, according to the documents from the EMTs, she was declared...
About to get out of it. She working with the Paula Deen of crime, y'all. Her mother hooked up with the Paula Deen of crime. Knowing damn well this ain't gonna bring no justice. So why even entertain this shit if it ain't about bringing no justice to the situation? There's some cold-hearted people out here, bro. And like I said, I asked this question not to be offensive, but seeing how everybody dancing around this question, I don't know what to believe. Was them awesome men? And that's the reason why they able to make this much entertainment? Because this type of shit should be illegal. For people to push out this much content. But don't nobody want to get to the bottom of it. And don't nobody care about getting to the bottom of it because it's too much content. I figured last month that was gonna be the end of it. But no, it's just the beginning, man. People been charged, and y'all need to get over to his channel because he the only one keeping it real on YouTube. Y'all gotta get over there and subscribe. This man got charged with a double murder on Thanksgiving. He killed the turkey and killed somebody after he killed this plate, man. Show up to court with the pot belly on him. But that ain't making the news. My baby done dropped another video. She working hard. And don't nobody want to see that, baby. You better make another Shanquella video. Hold on, what's she doing over here? My boo done dropped another video. Damn, do these motherfuckers ever sleep? God damn, she up 24 hours. Ain't that much. It ain't that much time in the day. How many videos? She like a robot. How many videos? What? Somebody help me make it make sense, yeah. This video a half an hour. This video a half an hour. These videos a half in one day? When do y'all stop to take a shit?
Oh my goodness.
Ain't that much Shanquella in the world. And shout out to my babe. Y'all go join her channel. Cause she doing big shit. And this other one's on here that's way worse. And it's not a bad thing. I love this girl. I'm about to unsubscribe and subscribe again on that ass. But god damn. Hey man, look, I can't knock somebody's hustle, but when do people eat dinner? Take a nap. Should be in the bathtub doing a blog. Hey, it's me again. I'm here to talk about Shanquella. Washing my armpits and washing my ass. Go lay down. Hey, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? Y'all show her some love, but show me some love first. You know what I'm saying? I got so much love for y'all. Thank y'all for watching the video. Rest in peace to all the brothers and sisters losing their life in Mexico. That shit is absurd, man. And hit that Cash App too, $ShawnBlazeDocs. I would greatly appreciate that. Yo, I'ma holla at y'all on